Hey guys, this is Tame4Game, and today we're going to be taking a look at functions in C#. So first of all, what's a function? A function is a block of organized and reusable code that is used to perform a single related action. A function has different parts. They are the scope, the return type, the name, and the parameter. So over here you can see the diagram. This is a function that has been created, and we can use this function both in the start function and also in the update function. Now this is how to define a function. First you write the scope, then you write the return type, then the name, and then inside of these brackets you write the parameter. So this is an example. This has the scope of public, the return type of void, and the name is just function, and it has a parameter called myInteger, which is type integer. So first, let's take a look at the scope. The scope of a function defines if that function can be used in other scripts. So when we write public, that means the function can be used in other scripts. When we write private, the function cannot be used by other scripts. And when we write nothing, it just takes in by default private. Next up is the return type. The return type of a variable determines what type of value the function should return. Now, take into note that a function can or cannot return some value. So when the return type is integer or int for short, it will return an integer value. Now when we write void, it just means that the function will return nothing. Next is the parameter. A parameter is a named variable passed into a function. Parameter variables can be used to import arguments into functions. So in the previous slide, I had shown a term called argument. So now let's take a look at what the argument is. An argument is the actual value of the variable that gets passed into a variable, while the parameter is the variable in the declaration of the function. So here are two examples. So when we're calling the function inside of start, we give some value if there is some parameter. So this value that gets passed into it is the argument, and this variable that is defined is called the parameter. So now let's take a look inside of Unity. Okay, so here I am in Unity, and I have created a tutorial script which I'm going to open up inside of Visual Studio. Now I'm inside of Visual Studio, and I'm going to create a new function that is going to be of type string, and that function's going to be called sayMyName. So we're going to pass in a parameter that is of type string called name. Okay, but now there's an error saying that there's something wrong with sayMyName. That is because this has the return type of string, and we need to return a string value. For that, we just write return, then the sentence we want to return. So in our case, we want to write, hello, my name is something. So let's do it. And then after you've written this, to add the name after that, we just write plus and then the variable. So in our case, it's name, and then this semicolon. And we want to call this sayMyName function inside of start, and we want to display it onto the Unity console. So for that, we'll write debug.log, and then inside of this, we will write the name of the function and then give the brackets. Inside of this bracket, enter some string value. So I'm just gonna write Tame4Game. Okay, that's it for our script. We can just save this and go back into Unity. Okay, I'm back in Unity, and now the first thing you want to do after you've created that script and inserted that code is go to the main camera over here, and then just drag this tutorial script onto here if it's not already there, but in my case it is, so I'm not going to drag it inside of there again. I'm gonna go to the Unity console and I'm gonna hit play. And now, inside of the console, it shows, "Hello, my name is Tame4Game." And that's exactly what we want. So in this tutorial video, we've learned what functions are, how to define them, what a scope is, what the return type is, what a parameter, and what an argument is. So that's it for this video. Bye guys.